Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nikolay Nenov. I am a certified food expert and pharmacist. In this video, we will explore how antibiotics affect the microbiome, the health consequences of this impact, and how we can restore balance in the body after antibiotic therapy. Antibiotics are one of the most significant discoveries in medicine. They can save millions of lives by combating bacterial infections. Since the discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming in 1928, these powerful drugs have drastically reduced mortality from previously deadly infections. Despite their undeniable benefit, antibiotics have side effects. They kill harmful bacteria and affect the beneficial microorganisms in our body, known as the microbiome. These microbes play a crucial role in our health, from digestion to immune defense and even mental health. What is the microbiome? The microbiome refers to the collection of microorganisms that live in and on the human body. The largest population is found in the gut, where they aid digestion, produce essential vitamins, and protect the body from pathogens. Scientists estimate that the microbiome consists of trillions of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and archaea, outnumbering human cells by approximately 9 times. The composition of our microbiome is unique to each individual and is influenced by factors such as genetics, diet, environment, and lifestyle. The microbiome plays several key roles in maintaining our health. Digestion. Gut bacteria help break down complex carbohydrates that our body cannot digest and absorb on its own. They also produce essential substances like vitamins K and B12. Immunity. The microbiome acts as the first line of defense against pathogens by competing with harmful bacteria for resources and stimulating our immune system. Metabolism. Some strains of gut bacteria affect how our body stores fat, balances glucose levels, and responds to hormones that make us feel hungry or full. Brain functions. A large body of research shows a strong connection between gut bacteria and brain health, affecting mood, behavior, and even cognitive functions. Maintaining the proper balance of the microbiome is crucial to our overall health. For this reason, the impact of antibiotics on the microbiome is a significant concern. How do antibiotics work? Antibiotics are powerful drugs designed to kill or inhibit the growth of bacteria. They work through various mechanisms, all aimed at disrupting vital processes in bacterial cells. Some of the most common mechanisms include inhibition of cell wall synthesis, disruption of protein synthesis, blocking DNA replication, and altering cell membrane permeability. While these mechanisms effectively eliminate harmful bacteria, they often cannot distinguish between pathogenic and beneficial bacteria. This lack of selectivity is the primary reason for the negative impact of antibiotics on the microbiome. Antibiotics are generally classified into 2 categories. First, broad-spectrum antibiotics. These drugs target a wide range of bacterial species. Although effective against many types of infections, they also pose the greatest threat to the microbiome due to their non-selectivity. Second, narrow-spectrum antibiotics. These are more targeted and affect a smaller range of bacterial species. While potentially less harmful to the microbiome, they require a more accurate diagnosis of the infecting bacteria. The issue of overuse of antibiotics is a major global concern. In many parts of the world, antibiotics are prescribed too often or improperly. This unnecessary use not only disrupts the microbiome, but also contributes to the growing problem of antibiotic resistance. Antibiotics should only be used when necessary and under strict medical prescription. Avoid using antibiotics for viral infections like colds and flu, as they are ineffective against viruses and will only harm your microbiome. If you need to take antibiotics, consult your doctor to see if a narrow-spectrum antibiotic can be used to minimize the impact on beneficial bacteria. Consequences of antibiotic use on the microbiome. Gut flora imbalance. One of the most common consequences of taking antibiotics is the imbalance of gut flora, known as dysbiosis. Under normal circumstances, the gut contains a wide variety of bacterial species that support digestion and protect us from infections. Taking antibiotics can reduce the diversity of the gut flora and destroy beneficial bacteria, allowing harmful microorganisms to multiply uncontrollably. Research shows that antibiotic treatment can reduce both the quantity and diversity of gut bacteria by 25% to 50%. Some bacterial species may take months to recover, while others may never return to their pre-treatment levels. This loss of diversity is concerning because a more diverse microbiome is generally associated with better health. The disruption of the gut flora can lead to various immediate and long-term consequences. Digestive problems. Many people experience diarrhea, bloating, or other gastrointestinal discomfort during or after antibiotic treatment. This is often due to the disruption of normal gut flora. Impaired nutrient absorption. With fewer beneficial bacteria aiding digestion and nutrient production, the body may have difficulty absorbing essential vitamins and minerals. Increase in harmful bacteria. As beneficial bacteria decrease, colonies of harmful pathogens may begin to thrive. This can lead to conditions such as Clostridium difficile infection, which can cause severe gastrointestinal disorders. Long-term metabolic changes. Research suggests that even short courses of antibiotics can lead to long-lasting changes in the composition of gut bacteria, potentially affecting metabolism and weight regulation. A study published in Nature in 2016 found that even short-term use of antibiotics can cause significant changes in the gut microbiome, reducing bacterial diversity by about 30%. The study showed that some beneficial bacteria such as Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus may never fully recover after antibiotic treatment, highlighting the long-term effects of antibiotics on the microbiome. Weakened immune system. The microbiome plays a key role in training the immune system to recognize and neutralize pathogens. When antibiotics destroy these beneficial bacteria, the immune system may become less effective in fighting infections and may even start attacking the body's own tissues, causing autoimmune diseases. A study published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology in 2015 found that early use of antibiotics in children led to a significantly reduced immune response and an increased risk of developing allergies and autoimmune diseases. According to the study, children who took antibiotics in the first 2 years of life had a 40% higher risk of asthma and other allergic diseases. Our immune system learns to differentiate between harmful and beneficial microbes through constant interaction with the microbiome. The use of antibiotics, especially at an early age, can disrupt this learning process. The microbiome helps regulate inflammation in the body. Disrupting this balance can lead to improper inflammatory responses, potentially contributing to autoimmune disorders. Increased susceptibility to infections. With fewer beneficial bacteria to compete with pathogens, individuals may become more vulnerable to various infections after antibiotic treatment. Some studies suggest that antibiotic use may reduce the effectiveness of certain vaccines by altering the gut microbiome, which plays a role in vaccine-induced immunity. The rise of antibiotic-resistant diseases. The overuse of antibiotics leads to the growing problem of antibiotic resistance. Resistant bacteria, known as superbugs, can survive and multiply even under antibiotic treatment, making them extremely difficult to treat. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, antibiotic resistance is one of the biggest threats to global health. The rising prevalence of diseases such as diabetes and obesity is also linked to a disrupted microbiome resulting from the overuse of antibiotics. A study published in Science Translational Medicine found that children who frequently received antibiotics in the first 3 years of life had a significantly higher risk of obesity. The emergence of other diseases. A study published in Gastroenterology in 2019 revealed that people treated with antibiotics are at a significantly higher risk of developing inflammatory bowel diseases, such as ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. The study tracked over 10,000 patients and found that those who received at least 2 courses of antibiotics had a 50% higher risk of developing such diseases within 5 years. The disruption of the microbiome by antibiotics is linked to an increased risk of various diseases and conditions. Gastrointestinal disorders. Growing evidence connects the use of antibiotics with an increased risk of inflammatory bowel diseases, IBD, such as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Allergies and asthma. Several studies have found a link between early antibiotic use and an increased risk of allergies and asthma. Obesity and metabolic disorders. Antibiotic use, especially in early childhood, is associated with a higher risk of obesity and metabolic syndrome. Mental disorders. Increasing research suggests connections between disruptions in the gut microbiome and various mental health conditions, including depression and anxiety. Autoimmune diseases. There is evidence that microbiome alterations caused by antibiotics may contribute to the development of autoimmune diseases, such as type 1 diabetes and multiple sclerosis. How to restore microbiome balance after antibiotic use. Given the significant impact of antibiotics on the microbiome, it's important to take steps to restore balance after antibiotic treatment. Here are some strategies. Dietary changes. Diet plays a key role in shaping our microbiome. After antibiotic treatment, certain dietary changes can help restore beneficial bacteria. Prebiotics. These are types of fiber that serve as food for beneficial gut bacteria. Foods rich in prebiotics include garlic, onions, asparagus, bananas, and whole grains. Studies show that prebiotics stimulate the growth of beneficial bacteria and help restore the microbiome. Probiotics. These are live beneficial bacteria that can help restore balance in the gut. Probiotic-rich foods include yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, and other fermented products. Probiotics are recommended to support healthy gut flora, especially after antibiotic treatment. Foods rich in polyphenols. These plant compounds are associated with an increase in beneficial gut bacteria. Dietary sources include berries, dark chocolate, green tea, and red wine in moderation. Avoid processed foods and added sugars. These can stimulate the growth of harmful bacteria and yeast. Nutritional supplement. While food should be the primary source of prebiotics and probiotics, taking supplements can also be beneficial. Probiotic supplements. These supplements contain live beneficial bacteria. When choosing a probiotic supplement, consider diversity of strains. Look for products that contain multiple bacterial strains. CFU count. This number indicates the amount of live bacteria. A count of 1 to 10 billion CFU is typical for maintaining the microbiome, while higher counts will be beneficial after antibiotic use. Product stability. Ensure that the product does not require refrigeration if you cannot store it properly. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2020 found that patients taking probiotic supplements after antibiotic therapy had faster recovery of their gut microbiome. The study showed that probiotics containing lactobacillus and bifidobacterium led to a higher degree of recovery of beneficial bacteria compared to patients who did not take such supplements. Prebiotic supplements. They can help nourish beneficial bacteria. Common prebiotic supplements include inulin, fructooligosaccharides, FO, galactooligosaccharides, GOS. Synbiotics. These are supplements that contain a combination of prebiotics and probiotics. Antibiotic resistance, a growing problem. Although not directly related to the disruption of the microbiome, the issue of antibiotic resistance is closely tied to the overuse of antibiotics and its impact on our microbial ecosystems. Antibiotic resistance occurs when bacteria evolve to survive despite the effects of antibiotics. This natural process is accelerated by the excessive and improper use of antibiotics. The more bacteria become resistant, the more our arsenal of effective antibiotics diminishes, potentially bringing us back to the pre-antibiotic era when simple infections were life-threatening. The World Health Organization, WHO, has declared antibiotic resistance one of the greatest threats to global health, food security, and development. Key points include global impact. Antibiotic-resistant infections already cause about 700,000 deaths annually worldwide. This number is expected to rise to 10 million by 2050 if current trends continue. Economic burden. Treating antibiotic-resistant infections is significantly more expensive than treating infections that are susceptible to antibiotics, placing a heavy burden on healthcare systems worldwide. Limited production of new antibiotics. The development of new antibiotics has significantly slowed in recent decades, making the preservation of existing antibiotics crucial. Antibiotic resistance is not just a human health problem. The use of antibiotics in agriculture and their presence in the environment contribute to the spread of resistance genes among bacteria. The connection between antibiotic resistance and the microbiome is complex. While antibiotics disrupt the microbiome, this disruption can create opportunities for resistant bacteria to thrive. Moreover, the microbiome itself can serve as a reservoir for antibiotic resistance genes, which can be transferred to pathogenic bacteria. Conclusion: antibiotics are vital medications, but their impact on the microbiome should not be underestimated. The microbiome is crucial for our digestion, immune system, and overall health. When this delicate balance is disrupted by antibiotics, various health problems can arise, from gastrointestinal disorders to disease resistance and the emergence of chronic conditions. Restoring the microbiome after antibiotic use requires time and care. Through proper nutrition, probiotic and prebiotic supplements, and careful antibiotic use, we can help our bodies restore microbial balance and protect ourselves from long-term consequences. Thank you for watching our video. If you've enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to stay updated with the latest content. And as always, if you have any questions or want to share your experiences, feel free to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from my viewers. Your feedback is invaluable and inspires me to keep creating informative content. Remember, your health is your wealth. Stay healthy, stay happy, and let nature's wonders amaze you. See you in the next video.